Those ones, she got some in pink and I just love it. Her ass looks amazing. So
He kind of convinced me to post it on Reddit, which we did, and it popped off.
My cookie jar here with
Zach's Official. I'm a male content creator with Poppy Palmers.
I'm a solo and couples content creator with Zach's Official.
Today, guys, we are going to be talking about their relationship and perspectives within the adult industry. First thing, how did we meet?
How did we meet?
We just became friends one day.
Just appeared.
He just fabricated out of thin air and was like, we're friends here existing.
So I was actually collabing with Hulk and
Okay.
Isabel, and she invited me to your party, which was on the night time. We rocked up to your party. We didn't speak that much.
We did not. I definitely remember you looked very like...
Yeah, we had a long day.
Yes, you looked like you had a long day.
yeah, but that's how we met.
I love that.
And then we added each other on our socials.
Yep, and I remember she came back for Cookie Daddy's birthday.
Yeah.
Which was so sweet. She brought Cookie Daddy a bouquet of flowers that were like all rainbow and stuff. The cutest like present ever. And that was like so sweet because guys don't get flowers.
Yeah.
And the fact that you brought that, it was very, very sweet.
I know he likes to be healthy. I didn't want to just be that person who brings him loads of chocolates. So I thought, you have plants everywhere. So.
Yeah. See? And like she's so like in tune with exactly how our lifestyle is. So that was very thoughtful. The question that everyone's dying to know, but again, most people can assume, whose idea was it to start an OnlyFans?
It was me. Guilty.
Zach's idea.
Zach's idea.
Mm-hmm.
It's always the guy.
To be fair, I used to be on Reddit just as a bit of a lurker. And after a while, I just thought, I think we can do this. I brought up the idea to Poppy.
Well, he already had a Reddit. He would just like browse through the porn. So he kind of knew what Reddit was all about. I had never even heard of it. I'm not going to lie.
You never heard of Reddit like at all? She's like, Reddit what?
I didn't.
We tried filming ourselves one night just for funsies. And to be fair, when we watched it the next day, it was actually pretty good.
He kind of convinced me to post it on Reddit, which we did, and it popped off. So that's how we started, really.
I love that.
It was one of those things where we did it at night, kind of drunk, and the next day we thought, this is going to be a horrible watch. We actually sat in bed and watched it, and we're like, that's all right.
That's all right. We
Yeah.
can probably do something with this. I love that.
The most amateur thing you could imagine was like lights off, just a flash from the iPhone. It was like a 20-second doggy POV video.
Yeah.
And we're like, yeah, this is it.
This
is
Let's make a career out of this. That's so amazing. I love that. And it's just kind of evolved from there.
Yeah, I mean, we just went for it. And obviously, when we look back at our old videos, we've come a long way. They weren't great, but it's been fun. It's been a long journey.
I love that. So in order for you to really like get it on with Zach, what does he have to be dressed up in that really gets you going?
I think my favorite outfit of Zach is just a suit and tie. I think like I really like the
Very classy.
smart look. I really like it, yeah.
I want to say naked, but also she's got these booty shorts. You know them like gym booty shorts with the little bum scrunch at the back and like the cargo pockets. Those ones. She got some in pink and I just love it. Her ass looks amazing. So those ones.
I love it. She's just like, put this on and just give me a little jiggle while you go from the back. She's like, yeah, the jiggle. The jiggle is his favorite outfit for you to wear.
If it was anything, maybe a cosplay, like maybe from Overwatch or Rivals, or something like that. I think maybe he'd pick that.
I love that. What would you say is your favorite thing about being in the industry?
I mean, there's a lot of good things about this industry. I love the freedom. I kind of choose my own hours. If I wake up and I really don't feel like working, I don't actually have to. We get to travel the world and work at the same time, which is not something I could have ever have done in my previous job. And we've met so many new people. We've met you and Cookie Daddy. So it's just been amazing. Yeah.
Love that. I love that.
It might be a bit of an obvious answer, but just the sex with
the
beautiful girl that everyone wants to have sex with.
I love that.
And it's fun to do as well. Like I do enjoy recording. I get to be a bit creative. It's like I feel everyone watches porn and enjoys it, and I feel like I get to put my little cup of tea and do things my way.
What is Zach's way? What does that look like?
I like to do like porn intros and make them a little bit funny.
Okay.
And we still love like the passionate side of things, but I like to make it a little bit funny, a little bit corny, like you see in porn, like the pizza delivery guy and stuff like that.
So you're the skit the skit
Yeah,
guy.
yeah, definitely.
The skit storyline guy. So if you ever are really wanting to see some crazy skit stories that are very silly, Zach's your man. Do you do the same for your solo content?
Not as quirky, because it's a bit harder when it's solo. It's just, yeah, it's a bit harder to make it quirky, but the solo content is a bit of an excuse to like do some stuff on my own when I'm horny and Poppy's not around. I can just like masturbate and make it worth something.
I love that. That's awesome. You're actually like one of the first solo male creators that I've actually interviewed on here. So
Nice, feels
that's
special.
Yeah, I feel very honored. Like this is good. This is great. Would love to get more of your story. Getting into the collab space, do you guys work with other men, other women? What does that look like?
So Poppy works with other women. I don't work with anybody else, and she doesn't work with men either.
When we first started doing porn, it was not something we even considered at first, you know. Everything was really new, and then maybe 2.5 years in, we maybe started to think about it. We built a lot of trust with each other about things like that. And then I had my first girl. I said, no promises. If I don't like it, I'm not doing it again.
Yeah.
And it was amazing.
That's
like,
awesome.
I loved it. Like, he enjoyed watching it and filming it. Because it's very different, like, when it's just me and Zach, nobody's filming us, you know? So we just use a tripod, get in different positions. And it was just a whole different ball game for Zach to film me and another girl, you know? And there's all these different ideas that were not really, that don't really suit me and Zach, but they suit me and another girl, you know? So,
Of course.
yeah.
That makes sense. And then
yeah.
Zach can kind of do his own, like, make his own version of like his own fantasy that you guys are filming.
Yeah, and there's a whole load of, you just open up a door with all the creativeness that you know, all the options.
How has that been for the two of you, being able to explore that side of I would say, non-traditional side of a relationship?
Honestly, I love it, and I know a lot of people kind of may look down on it and ask me like how it doesn't bother me, but at the end of the day, like, I get to watch my beautiful girlfriend have sex with another beautiful girl, and I love it, so couldn't think of anything better.
I love that.
Yeah.
You kind of like, afterwards, you guys kind of just have your moment. Like, how do you guys reconnect after like a shoot? What would you say that you guys?
Personally, I'm always really horny after just filming and watching her for a couple hours recording with someone else, so we just go home and do it ourselves.
Do it yourselves? Yeah, I love that. I love that. What has been your favorite scene that you've shot with your partner?
We went to the Maldives on holiday and we shot an anal scene by the sea.
Yeah.
And that's my all-time favorite. That was more than a year ago, and it's still my favorite.
Yeah, it's always gonna be just like, it hits home.
It was, so good.
I love that.
So we've actually done a few scenes in this outfit. She's got a diva outfit from Overwatch. I don't know if you know it, but it's a video game, and I've played it all my life, and there's this character that I think is quite sexy, and it's been a bit of a fantasy to finally have her put the outfit on and have sex with her in the outfit. I think it's like every like gamer nerd boy dream to have sex with Diva.
I love that.
It's been great.
She's like, I want to make my ultimate fantasy. Could you imagine going back to like little Zach and be like, look at this.
Oh yeah. You would be very proud of me. Yeah.
I love that. I'm not familiar with Overwatch, but I'll have to like, you have to show me like the Diva cosplay.
It's great. It's really sexy.
I love that. I love that. So when you're getting ready for a shoot, what is kind of your prep for that shoot? Like, do you have a mental checklist? Do you have physical checklist? Do you like yoga? What does that look like?
To be honest, there's not a lot. Like, I know you girls might have a lot more than this, but I just have a shower before we shoot. And I like to have a nice meal before we start recording, so I'm not...
You have the energy.
Yeah, but that's about it, just a shower.
Simple boy. Simple boy. Food, shower, let's get it on. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have to do my hair. I have heatless curls, so they're usually in a few hours. And then I'll make sure I eat maybe like 2 hours before. I don't like to eat right before we record.
It's just funny because Zach said, I want to just eat a big meal right before.
It's like 5 minutes before we record.
Oh my gosh, he's like full belly.
Yeah,
needs
he's
the
like
energy.
at the full belly, yeah. And like, but like I like to be a little bit empty, so you know.
It jiggles just the way it's supposed to.
And then I have to do my makeup, have to make sure the house is tidy, and just like make sure we know what we're doing, like go through the full plan. It takes a little bit of time to prepare for the recording.
For sure. When you guys go into shoot with each other, do you guys kind of sit down and have like a checklist of like, hey, these are kind of like the scenes and the sets and like what we're going for?
So we'll talk about it the night before, and then we'll go over it again on the same day. Usually about an hour before we're about to record, especially if there's like an intro, we need to rehearse some lines.
Yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't, you know,
come as natural as, you know, when you're doing like a scene. How does that go for when you do girl collabs? Is there a similar conversation of like, this is what we're planning on doing? How does that conversation go?
I mean, it just depends who I'm working with. Okay. So like some people I kind of just live in the moment, we'll just do what we feel at the time. Yeah. But I'm not that kind of person. I like to know what I'm getting myself into. Of course. And prepare mentally. Boundaries checklists are super important, guys, especially in the adult industry. And if you don't do it in your own sex life, add it to a to-do list. It will change your life. Yeah. So yeah, I think I really like the conversation just before, just to make sure everyone's on the same page. That makes sense. Yeah. Again, that consent talk, that like making sure there's no oops or slips ups or anyone being uncomfortable. Yeah. I think that's super important. What would be, I guess, your opinion on the hardest part about being a male content creator?
To be honest, I don't think there's a lot that is hard. Like, it's a lot of work and there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes, but maybe everyone wanting to have sex with my girlfriend and everyone telling me how their dick is much bigger and how they'd be a lot better than me in the comments. But
classic. Every guy out there's like, yeah, he wouldn't last. But like in reality, if Poppy got even into within a 5 like feet vicinity of them, they'd be popping it. And you're like, just chill, bro. Just chill. We always love those the keyboard
warriors
out there. You couldn't even try. You're like, yeah, okay, well then you get up there and you do it and you find someone is equally as hot as Poppy and show me how it's done then. What would you say is the hardest thing about being a female content creator? It's probably always having to look my best, I guess. Always having to be on. Yeah, always having to have my hair done, my makeup done, and even like, so there's a story. So the first time I was in the US, I just forgot about the difference of the plug sockets. So like, she's like, why won't my hair dryer go in? So I had to go to Target with wet hair. Oh, really? Was it hair dryer? Yeah, it was the hair dryer. Yeah, so I had to go to Target with wet hair and just grab a hair dryer. And then I had a text from someone from Reddit saying, oh, I've just seen you in Target. And I was like, oh my God, I can't go anywhere. I was like, no. Like, I looked awful. Yeah. Like, no, I'm surprised he even recognized me. Because did he like comment anything that made you feel that way? Or was it just like an internal thing of like... It was internal because I just got out of the shower, realized that my hairdryer didn't work. And then I just had to go no makeup on and wet hair. Yeah. To Target and someone saw me. Totally. I feel how I can relate in that aspect of being a female content creator, especially in the adult industry, because we are naked all the time. We are wearing little to no clothing all the time. And so you're like, yeah, no, I can't go out and eat pasta this week because I have a shoot coming up. Or like, I can't not go to the gym because I have a shoot coming up. Or you might have something that you don't even know is going to happen, but you want to be ready and on. So when those opportunities present itself, you're ready. Yeah, like I can't just go to the gym when I want because like my hair might get sweaty. I'll need to wash it, then style it again. So I usually have to go after the scene. But then sometimes I'm really tired and I'm like, oh, I don't want, it's, you know, it's just like a constant battle just of your appearance. Yes. Yeah, that's so valid. And guys, we put in a lot of work to look this good. We do. All the time for you. So just keep that in mind. Next time you send one of those mean texts, just think about it for a second because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Last and final question. If you could be any cookie, what would you be?
Well, we've actually recently had crumble cookie, so we've had like a big selection of them, and I really like the red velvet cookie.
A red velvet cookie.
Yeah, I'd say that's my favorite cookie. So.
I love that. I'd probably be just a regular chocolate chip cookie. Regular chocolate chip. Zach said that you guys have been experimenting with crumble lately. Oh yeah, we have. We love crumble. We love it. We get like one of each and then have a bite of everything. Yeah, I love that. Too. That's such a great way. We should do a video where we can try out some crumble cookies together. If you guys want to see that, let us know. But thank you so much for being on this show. If anybody wants to find you, where can they find you? Poppy Palmer's on Instagram, and then my link tree's on there with all of my other socials.
All my handles are Zach's Official.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much.